Hi guys, welcome to the channel. So today I have a 12 by 12 scrapbook layout for you, but first off I need to apologise. So I haven't had a video up in about 2 weeks I think, and the reason for that, I had some friends come up to stay. They were going to stay for a few days and then I was going to get back in my room, my art room, and crank out some videos, but then they decided to stay a little longer, and you know, that was great. We had a great time, but then just after, well, actually the day they left, I got really sick, and I came down with a wicked case of tonsillitis, so I lost my voice, I had razor blades in my throat, I wasn't capable of even doing any voiceovers for any of the old videos that I had done. So it's been a while since I've had a video up, so even after I felt a little bit better this week, I had to finish off my design team layouts for Kitaholics, so this is the first chance I've had to get anything up. So I really wanted to apologise and explain. I do aim to get at least 3 videos up a week, generally Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. And yeah, sometimes, you know, life happens, but yeah, I am planning on getting back to that schedule. So I'm starting with I was just trying to think then, did I say the right days? But anyway, generally around those days. So yeah, so this layout is a picture of my gorgeous little niece on her first birthday back in February. Yes, I am that far behind. And in last month's kits from Kitaholic Kits, we got, in the mixed media kit, we got the awesome Distress Oxides. Now we got blue, the cracked pistachio, and then this, the worn lipstick. And I use the blue and the green a lot. I have my boys and I did lots of great layouts with them and pages and things. And the pink didn't get used, so I thought I really needed to crank out an absolutely girly pink florally layout. And I was going through looking, you know, for a photo I could use, and then I saw these. There was actually a photo of me dressed as a fairy from this same birthday party. It was a dress-up party. It was a fairy and pirate dress-up party. And I didn't want to scrapbook the picture of me, but then I saw this beautiful one, and it's of her eating her birthday cake, and she's dressed in her pretty pink tutu, so I thought this is perfect. So that is what I decided to do. So I've started doing my background, and to do that I've applied the Distress Oxide ink using the packaging technique. Then I have, while I was heating that, I've hit that with some water to give it that white oxide look, and that's how I've started my background. So now I'm just deciding to build on some layers, and I've started with some pink tissue paper, and I'm adding a doily. Doily wasn't quite big enough to do what I wanted, so I decided to cut it in half and make it look like it fits. You can't even tell, so this is pretty much the extent of my layering at this time. I am trying to branch out into my layers, and if you head on over to the Kitaholic YouTube page, you'll see that in a few of the layouts I've done this month, I have attempted to experiment with my layers a bit, but this has been the extent of it for a while. Just one piece of pattern paper or tissue paper behind my photo and then a doily. But they work so well on girls' layouts, so yeah, so that's where I'm starting. I'm going to put my photo down, and then I'm going to start. As you can see, I do a terrible job to start with. It's so not lined up at all, but yeah, when you're eyeballing it, it can be a bit difficult. I fiddle around with this doily for ages. So after I go do this, I'm then going to go through the ephemera and the bits and pieces that we got. So this was the May Kits from Kitaholic Kits. Now I'll leave a link in the description box below. Kitaholic Kits is an Australian kit company, scrapbooking kit company, and they have 4 kits every month: a mixed media, a scrapbook kit, an embellishment kit, and a project life kit. I get all 4 kits. I'm also lucky enough to be on the design team, and every month we crank out minimum of 4 projects each, using the kits to show you what you can do with these and just give you a bit of inspiration. And this was an extra video I did, and yeah, with what was left of my kits. Actually, this was earlier on when I had a lot in my kits, so yeah. So I'm just going through the ephemera now, and I'm pulling out the girly pieces. So I'm pulling out the flowers and things, anything I can use that really goes with this picture. And like I said, it was her first birthday party, and it was a dress-up fairy and pirate party, and she was a beautiful little fairy. So I'm going with the flowers and the florals and yeah, anything that I think suits this layout. So I was lucky enough to find some beautiful floral pieces, and also this awesome little, what would you call it, like a journaling spot as well, and it's got like a little foliage and floral as well, so I sort of tuck it behind and also have that little branch coming on top, so it sort of gives it like a little 3D look, like it's behind but it's also on top sort of thing. I like the way it, it's sort of, anyway, I have no idea what I'm trying to say, but you know what I mean. So yes, and then I've added some more florals on top of the journaling spot. So I'm just going to add no I'm not. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a sticker. So we also got a sticker sheet that came in the kit, and it was from a Kazar collection. It was Fiesta, I think it is. It was a party themed collection, so it worked out perfectly for this layout. And I just went through and got one of the stickers off, and I think I got the one that says blow out the candles, and I thought that was quite fitting, seeing as she is munching on her birthday cake. This photo was really cute. I was sitting in front of her just snapping away while she was eating her cake. And yeah, so I got a million different photos, and I went through and found the one that I love the most, and that's this one here. She's just adorable, my gorgeous little niece. So she has this handmade tutu on that was made for her birthday, and no shirt, so it's sort of like a mix between a cake smash and just a random eating photo. So I love this picture. I think she looks adorable in it. And what better embellishment to add on a fairy girly flowery layout than lots of bling. So I'm just adding some bling into those flower clusters, and then I believe I'm going to move on to my title. So in this kit, oh no, this is where I break my scissors. So I tried to cut some of the enamel shapes in half. They're like a big triangle, and I thought if I could cut them in half, I could use those to add a bit more pink to that layout and tuck them in, but yeah, it wasn't happening, and I actually broke my scissors, my favorite giant scissors, so I'm in the market for some new ones. So yeah, now I'm going to move on to my title. Now in the kit we got these gorgeous thickers. They're gold, but look at the font, it's absolutely beautiful. So I'm not going to get very creative with this title. I'm just going to go birthday girl. Now it does end up being big because of the way the font is, but I've got plenty of space down the bottom and it just goes perfectly. I was a little unsure about using the gold on this layout because I didn't think it would work, gold and pink, but it does. It just does. I don't know what it is about this layout, but everything just goes well together. And that's, probably the great part about receiving a kit, I guess. So yeah, it works together really well. I was really happy with it. I'm just using the ruler technique to get my thickers on there. So all I do is I pull all the thickers off, stick them to my hand, then I put out my word on my ruler and then figure out where I want it. So it gives me the chance to move it around as well, and then also helps me put it on straight because then I just lay it down, put my hand on top of the figures and flatten them to the page. Most of the time it works, but then also, as you'll see, I do have to go and sometimes straighten up the letters, but it works for me. The final touches to the layout is just going to be to grab my grey pen and add some journaling on the journaling spot, and literally I've just written Sophia's first birthday, and then I'm going to go around and add a hand-drawn border. Now the reason I've chosen a grey pen is because I didn't want to use a black. I thought black would be too bold and too harsh on this layout because if you look, there isn't really any black on here. And I thought a black pen would stand out too much and just be too bold. And yeah, so I thought a grey would work perfectly because it would still give me my defined line but wouldn't be as dark and in your face. And it worked great. It was perfectly exactly what I wanted. So really happy with that choice. I'm glad it worked as well as I thought it would. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the layout, and I do promise I'll be back with more real soon. Bye.